just overall performance, of what has been able to be achieved in Mushin local government. And we want to look at this now, sir. Since your assumption into office in Mushin local government, what are some of the achievements that you have brought to the different communities that we have in Mushin? Mushin is actually one of the biggest, local government areas that we have in Lagos State.
Of course. Looking at that, Mushin local government, we normally call it Mushin Ajina, Mushin Anadoru. That is, we are more or less a commercial hubs from our forefathers. And we thank God that we have so many markets in Mushin. Mushin, basically, we have 40% of Mushin is purely for commercial. 60% they are residentials. We have some of the commercial areas like Ladipo, Ladipo area as part of Mushin. And we have about 34 markets.
34?
Yes.
Major markets?
Yes. Like we have one of the biggest spare part market is at Ladipo market. We have over 40 warehouses there where they are marketing spare part and the rest of them. We have a Mushimi market, market, and Ururu and the rest of them. We have Idiuru market where they are selling farm produce like plantain, yams, and the rest of them like that. We have Amu market at
the Plank market, yes.
Yes, Plank market.
At Olorun-Shogo.
Olorun-Shogo, our Kenin, Palm Avenue. We have Itire spare.
Itire? Is Itire a part of Mushin,
yes,
or
Mushin.
A part of Surulere?
Yes, it's Mushin.
Oh.
Purely Mushin.
Okay.
If you look at Mushin, starting from Oshodi, Agigemoto Road is our boundary between Odolo and Mushin. Okay. Then going down to Uju-Elegba, then you also, the Surulere is, we have a boundary with Surulere. We have Bishop Street at Surulere, going down to Lut, then down to Lawansin Road. From Lawansin Road to Ijesha Road to Ogunlana, back to Sele, down to Oshodi. That is the coverage of Mushin. So Mushin has almost 700 streets. 700 streets. So basically, as I told you, 40% are for commercial, 60% are for residentials. And we have about 34 markets. We have about 51 primary schools. We have so many institutions in Mushin. For instance, we have Lut is under Mushin. Lagos State University Teaching Hospital. We have Army Assessment Center at Mushin. We have NAFDAC at Mushin. We have The Nation newspaper. We have Guardian. We have Firo. We have so many institutions in Mushin. And these are part of the resources that we say we have in Mushin.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir. But if I would do a follow-up on that, so that means that we have a lot of commercial centers and business premises, just as you have mentioned. But so what are the measures that your administration has put in place to encourage this, businesses and these commercial centers? Just as you said, Ladipo is one of the biggest, spare part markets that we have in Nigeria.
West Africa.
Exactly.
Yes.
Okay, so, and it is situated in Mushin local government area. So what are the things, or what are the measures that, your administration put in place to encourage, that hub to grow?
Yes, we thank God for everything. We assumed office in 2017 as the chairman. I was formerly a vice chairman before. I was SSA to the Governor Asiwaju Ahmed Tinubu. That was in 2006-2007. Then I became the vice chairman in 2008. Then I became the chairman 2017. So since I assumed office, the first tenure I did 28 roads, and I can start mentioning the road now. In the first tenure, we did a lot of road in let me say Ward A, that is Anipele Kularo Street. We do C Street there, Tifelodun, Fitri, and part of Iduro. We do the Olano B. We did we constructed, as I said, 19. That's the first tenure. I spent 4 years. at this tenure now, at the time we resumed now, we have done at Ward F2, we did Akinwumi, Kajola.
So all the streets were part of the streets that you worked on.
Yes, and that Ijayi in question is about 510 meters.
Enumerated right now, which thank you. But what other projects have you specifically,
do for the children in primary schools? We always give a JAMB form free and GC form to our to people in primary schools, so that some of them, they cannot afford to transport themselves on daily basis to schools. So free ride with a full air condition. We used to carry all our children. They go and pick them in the morning and return them in the evening. So those are the things that are seriously going on. We have really some of the schools, when they are having problem of fence, we go and construct it for them. Some for renovation, some for this. Like Army Resettlement Center, we renovated it last year. Like Megbon, they have problem of fence. We did it. That is on education. Because we believe that they cannot read and write, graduate them, and so why we are doing this program. This program.
All right. So
into ministry. Let me see. We met 5 PAC Public Health Center. We built one. We renovated one too. We have a mini public health center at Idiaraba. When Idiaraba people, because Idiaraba is being habited with mostly with Hausa and Yoruba there, and we have few Igbos there too. So they requested for at least to have public health center. We coop most of our PAC and we change them to 24 hours. That at each time, those that have registered there, they can come and deliver their baby and even treat people there. And we also have a lot of program that we are doing. Presently, we are doing a mobile clinic, because we can see that some of our people, they are very careless with their health. So our health department move around. We allocate money for them on monthly basis to move around the market, to move around the community, to make sure that people are treated. They check their BP, they check their sugar level, and make sure that they give them drugs at least, so that when we see any case that is more severe or so, we refer them to the LUTH or General Hospital or whatever, or we take them up.
Okay. Chairman, Mushin Local Government, Honorable Emmanuel Bamboshe, he's with us. Bamboye. Okay. Bamboye, he's with us here in the studio, and so far we've just been discussing the achievements of his administration so far. He has been the executive chairman since 2017, and he has said quite a lot that has been achieved so far. But still on this achievement, I just wanted to also ask, in the areas of poverty alleviation and empowerment programs,
we promised the people that we will giving our aged and the widows a kind of support, and since we assumed office 2017, we have been doing that on a quarterly basis. We used to give our aged and the widows that we will buy gari,
yes,
and their widows. Secondly, we used to do MCOF from that. Okay, presently the state POS, maybe they put it in their shop, or probably them we screen them and report it to the state. I personally, we used to do a lot of skill acquisitions and empowerment on monthly basis.
What's empowerment programs?
In most cases, we announce these things, and a lot of people, they patronize us. They come to the office. Our office is a public place. A lot of people, they want to see the chairman, they want to see the vice chairman, they want to see others. And when they are making requests, we gather all the names and we have allocated a particular amount on monthly basis, so that those who need personal assistance. Then apart from that, on timely basis, we used to say, okay, when we see that we have to do this, we give 50,000, give 100,000 just for a particular program. That, okay, these people that have been complaining that they want to improve their shop, they want to improve their stock, and the rest of them. And those who want to start at least small scale business, All what we are doing is just to relieve people from their problem.
All right, thank you very much. Okay, so I would like to mention something that's very important, especially for those who stay in the Mission community, is the area of sanitation. All right, so aside from personal sanitation and personal hygiene, what is the government doing as regards sanitation? These major markets that you mentioned, like Ladipo, Idioru most especially, they have that sanitation issue. And now that the floods are in, it's affecting their drainages and their gutters and whatnot. So you have Daleko also. So if you have these markets, and what exactly, are this business, what is the government doing as regards sanitation for these businesses?
Because of the peculiarity we have in Mushin, we do constant visitations. Because maybe as a result of our attitude, I know the attitude is all over Lagos or all over Nigeria, I can say. Because attitude to put your refuse maybe at the drainage, put your refuse at anywhere. When you drink your bottled water, you just place it anywhere without forming the attitude of putting it on the dustbin.
Right place, yes.
You see, that is why I used to make a passionate campaign or passionate appeal to our people that for us to continue to do this attitude, for us to continue to make sure we put our refuse on the dustbin, it's good for us to have that attitude. For instance, for no month that we will not desist up to, let me say, about 20 to 25 streets every month. And we have over 700 streets in Mushin. You see, look at Idiaraba. Sometimes they don't patronize Loma. Instead of them, some people, the attitude is that even though you do close drainage, some of them at the point where they're supposed to, any hole there, for them to make sure that the hole there is to allow the water to go in so that it can really move down to the canal. But some people, they have taken it that hole is the place where they can put their refuse. And that is the campaign we have been doing all about. But what we normally do is that we, most of the time, we do meeting with all these market peoples. For instance, I have a meeting with Ladipo people. Because the Loma, they have been complaining that they have not been patronizing them. They have not been paying their refuse money for over 6 months now. So I have a meeting to them. I want to have a meeting with them by 1 o'clock today, so that they can control to patronize Loma and the rest of them. So that is what we have been doing.
All right. So, I wanted to know if there were any measures that, that the local government put in place that if you don't do this, because I thought Thursdays were supposed to be sanitation day, but
yes,
once that Thursday is over, everybody goes back to status quo. If you go to Ladipo today, you cannot there's some clothes that you cannot wear to enter Ladipo Tiny Tunes our market. There's some clothes that you must not wear to enter.
You get clothes where they wear go the market.
Idioro, Ojuwoye.
Yes.
Daleko and
Idiaraba.
Even Idiaraba. On its own too. So I just hope that there's something that the government can do, as regards sanitation in those areas.
We have some of the these environmental officers that move around. Sometimes they lock up some market as a result that they are not compliant with the environmental environmental and sometimes they go to individual houses to make sure that at least they comply with what is normal. But I want to use this opportunity to appeal to our people that they should comply with the environmental issue, because they say the maker that is very, very neat, it is not actually the angel that are cleaning it, it is the human being. So it is better for us to form the attitude of how to make sure we clean our environment very well. And that is very, very important. But we have different way of sanctioning some of these people that it doesn't abide, they don't abide with the sanitary law or sanitation law. That's the situation. But presently, at every Thursday, we used to make sure that all our environmental officers go out to make sure people abide with it.
Right.
And not only that, I also want to appeal to the state government, because there was a time we used to do environmental day. That's the last Saturday of the month. And since the time of Governor Ambode, they have stopped it. So I want to seriously, if the governor can, because they took the state government to court, and because of the court issues now, we stop it. We want it. Mushin local government wants sanitation day, as we have been doing it during the time of Fashola, that we are making a passionate appeal to our governor now that we want sanitation day, as we have been doing it before. Because each time they do sanitations, you used to see the level of compliance,
yes,
the level of how people are responding. People will come out from individual houses or from their flat or from their distance. They will go and clean their surroundings, and you will feel that at least there's fresh air. Everybody will have to really comply with it. So that is what I'm requesting for now.
All right. Well, this is just a preamble of what we still have to receive from Honorable Bangboye, because we still hope to have you, in the studio much later on. I have a message here from Bankole Taiwo. He's just here saying the chairman is really trying. I stay in Mushin, and frankly speaking, the chairman is cool-headed and is really trying. Although I appeal to him to please help us with Onitire Road. I don't know. It's still under Mushin local government.
Yes.
Okay, so I would like to appeal to him to please help us with Onitire Road. Okay. All right. So that's
noted.
Noted.
It's noted. Noted. The noted I mean is that I'm not saying that we are not going to do it.
No, of course.
Geographically, I belong to that area. I said we are doing Ijayi presently now.
Yes.
Together with Street Light.
Yeah.
And we have sent my engineer to go and cause that place, because I pass the place almost on daily basis. Noted does not mean that I will abandon it. I will do it as soon as possible. I promise that.
Thank you very much. So there we have it. That's Honorable Emmanuel Bangboye, the executive chairman of Mushin local government area. All right, I take my leave at this point. Tiny Tunes, what's happening?
Great luck as our future leaders of tomorrow. The block places now with the hearsay then they are Papa Port now. Yesterday them been blocked the Lagos airport. Now the question be say today dangerous. Say our student, our future leaders of tomorrow. Now the only way make federal government and ASU make them reach the final conclusion, because it don't reach 7 months now. Say them they house. The question would they ask, we say now this one be the solution to the problem on top education sector. Now the matter we're going to talk about for Nigeria, you day for 98.3 Mainland FM for 1:15. Stay tuned to 98.3 Mainland FM.